Hello everyone. Hope all are doing great. I am Dr. Prerna Bhautik, Assistant Professor at AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. Today we are going to discuss about coordination of housekeeping department with other departments of hotel. For BSc Hospitality first year students, this topic is featured in HS103 Housekeeping Operation 1 under the chapter name Coordination with Other Departments. Course outcome are Introduction to Basic Housekeeping, Understand Role of Housekeeping in Hotel Industry, Knowledge of different departments in housekeeping, Introduction to Basic Operational Aspects of Accommodation Operations. In this session, we are going to study about coordination of housekeeping department with security, food and beverage department, stores and purchase, personnel department, sales and marketing, and laundry. Before starting this session, housekeeping coordination with other department part 2, let's have a quick revision on part 1. In part 1, we studied that coordination of housekeeping with front office, maintenance. In front office, housekeeping has to coordinate with front office in terms of rooms, in terms of room change, room status report, housekeeping and front office room discrepancy report, etc. In maintenance, the housekeeping has to coordinate with maintenance department related with all maintenance work such as electrical work, plumbing work, masonry work, different type of maintenance in that routine maintenance, preventive maintenance and scheduled maintenance, etc. Now we'll see in this part how housekeeping department coordinate with security, food and beverage, stores, purchase, personnel department, sales and marketing, and laundry. Let's start with today's session, that is coordination of housekeeping with other department part 2. Coordination of housekeeping with security department. The coordination is mainly concerned with the prevention of fire and theft and the safekeeping of keys and lost property. Housekeeping personnel should also report anything of suspicious nature immediately to the security staff. For example, any unwanted items or luggage are placed on the floor or guest floor or any other area in the hotel, that should be immediately reported to the security department. A room of the guest is the most private place of the guest, and the hotel staff must ensure that the guest's privacy and security should be at most important. Housekeeping personnel have to be alert to this risk and see the security department intervention. The security department is responsible for conducting training sessions and handling emergency situations for the staff. For example, most of the hotel they conduct the fire drill to train their staff to gear up in a fire emergency. Let's watch this video on security provisions available in the hotel.
Hospitality industry have been that we don't show that you're good at this kind of stuff. I think the customer today is more aware of what he wants and what he wants to feel secure but not see the security. So we want our hotels to be accessible for everybody, and our hotels should be accessible for the guy in the street as well as for our most frequent guests. And we also build our hotels with open spaces, a lot of glass, a lot of room, and in order to cope with that and manage that, we also need to monitor these kind of areas as well.
They tend to look at certifications like safe hotels or well fire protected hotel and such.
There are so many more questions today than just 5 years ago that we need to answer in order to compete.
And if you look back, the hotels were the area where they had the latest in technology. But that's so the guests will be more and more demanding on what they want to see at the hotel. If you have someone coming into the lobby with bad intentions, and you greet them with a hearty hello and how can I help you, you often they can't be anonymous, and that's a good thing because they want to be anonymous to do their crime, and that's when safety and service goes hand in hand. And you need to let the staff be part of the development of the safety and security in your business.
Security-wise, the hospitality industry needs to put a lot of effort in training and education for our staff. Of course. And I think it's also connected with the public awareness today. That if you don't have this label, the feeling for the brand is somewhat demolished. It's important to show that we have energy efficient lamps, LED lamps, corridors where if there's no activity in our hotel corridors, the lighting goes down to a minimum level.
I'm looking for a long-term arrangement where you exchange knowledge between each other.
We have vendors who present solutions that are working today and maybe working tomorrow, instead of just selling us a solution that worked yesterday. And one of our key values is to be creative. And a creative vendor, of course, is always a vendor that we want to have a business with.
Something happening when you open a door, like lights or sound or smell or
maybe a fire extinguisher doesn't always have to be red.
Let's see the coordination of housekeeping with food and beverage department. The food and beverage department consists of both the service staff as well as the kitchen staff. The coordination of housekeeping with restaurant and banquet hall is mainly concerned with the provision of linen and uniform. The linen room supervisor needs to have sufficient stock of clean linen and uniform to meet the demand of F&B department restaurant and banquet functions. On the other part, the restaurant manager should ensure that the time set for exchange of linen is maintained so that the linen is not lost or misused, and that intimation of the forthcoming banquet function is also conveyed to housekeeping as in advance. Beside extra special linen, housekeeping may have to arrange for flower arrangement for banquets. Coordination between these two departments particularly necessary because the room service, so that the friction does not arise over, such as waiters not collecting tray from the guest room or room service staff leaving soiled tray in the corridor, which cause the careless spills on the carpet and extra work for the housekeeping department. Sometimes housekeeping department coordinate with food and beverage department for special cleaning and pest control in kitchen, restaurants, stores. This can be happen with the help of coordination between these two departments. Housekeeping coordination with store and purchase. Coordination with store ensure the availability of day-to-day necessity of housekeeping like linen, room supplies and so on. In most of the larger hotel, the store is attached to the housekeeping department so that they can stock linen supplies as per their requirement. but in smaller hotels, many of them have the general storeroom. Communication with store is by way of requisition form, which housekeeping send to stores when it required with a certain items. The purchase department procure out of stock items for housekeeping such as room supplies, amenities, stationery, linen, cleaning material, equipment, and so on. Housekeeping should convey their requirement to purchase department by way of advance notice in the form of purchase requisition. Housekeeping department coordinate with human resource department or personnel department for recruitment of housekeeping staff, managing their salary and wages, addressing indiscipline in the organization, following through grievance procedures, issuing identity card for employees, running induction programs, maintaining locker facilities, completing income tax formalities, effecting transfers, their promotions, employee appraisal, and exit formalities, procuring training and organizing training session for the new as well as existing employees of the organization. Coordination with sales and marketing. The sales and marketing department inform housekeeping of the occupancy forecast for the entire year, which is broken up with month-wise. This enables housekeeping to form a budget, and they can make a necessary expenses which they can include in the budget well in advance. The most important thing or contribution of the housekeeping staff to the hotel sale is to ensure that repeat business is obtained by providing the level of cleanliness and service that meet or exceed guest expectation. The sales and marketing team also depend on housekeeping for their uniforms. Two things are certain in the hotel business. No matter how many guests a salesperson bring in the door, if the housekeeping does not execute in function with excellence, the guest will not going to come back to your organization, and vice versa. No matter how well kept the rooms are, if the sales staff do not bring potential guests to the hotel, occupancy may fall. That's why the coordination between sales and marketing and housekeeping is very, very important to keep the occupancy level at most top of the organization. Coordination with laundry. Now, laundry itself is a part of housekeeping department, that is in the department. Still, the coordination between housekeeping and laundry is very much important. Without clean laundry, the room attendant simply cannot operate for their day-to-day task. Laundry provides clean linen for the room, clean uniform for the attendant. During period of full occupancy, the housekeeping needs a fast and turn around of linen from the laundry. Housekeeping also needs to contribute with the laundry with regards to housekeeping employee uniform and those of the other department as well. As far as possible, the housekeeping should stick to the schedule for the laundry, and in return, the laundry should provide an acceptable standard of service with regards to the laundering of guest laundry as well as the hotel laundry. In part 1 and part 2 video, we understand the need of coordination and coordination of housekeeping with different departments such as front office, maintenance, security, food and beverage, store and purchase, personnel, sales and marketing, and laundry. For more data, you can refer the book which is shown on your screen. If you have missed part 1 video, you can go to my channel and you can watch the video once again. For more updates, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to play quiz for better understanding of this topic. Thank you so much.